Hey guys, and welcome back to Statistics in 5 minutes or less. So, today we want to go over an AP Stats FRQ, and if you couldn't tell, it's going to be over experiments. Let's get into it. This is the question. Researchers are investigating the effectiveness of using a fungus to control the spread of an insect that destroys trees. The researchers will create 4 different concentrations of fungus mixtures: 0 milliliters per liter, 1.25 milliliters per liter, 2.5 milliliters per liter, and 3.75 milliliters per liter. An equal number of the insects will be placed into 20 individual containers. The group of insects in each container will be sprayed with one of the 4 mixtures, and the researchers will record the number of insects that are still alive in each container 1 week after spraying. So, question A. Identify the treatments, experimental units, and response variable of the experiment. Remember, treatments are what we're manipulating in this experiment, and we're spraying different concentrations, and specifically there are 4 different concentrations in our case. So that's what we consider our treatments. Our experimental units are what we are manipulating on, and that is the 20 containers that each contain the same number of insects. And the response variable is what we're trying to find the answer for, what we're testing. We're gonna, at the end, we're gonna compare the number of insects that are still alive in each container 1 week after spraying. That will be our response variable, what we're gonna compare at the end of the experiment. So, on to B. Does the experiment have a control group? Explain your answer. So, yes. There is a control group because 0 milliliters per liter concentration contains no fungus. So basically we're going to be putting insects into an environment that has no concentration, and we're just going to see how many are alive after that. That will be our basis for this experiment. The last question. Describe how the treatments can be randomly assigned to the experimental units so that each treatment has the same number of units. So for this problem, you have to remember your randomization process. The first thing you do is you label each container, label the population. In this case, it will be from 1 to 20, and then we want to use a random number generator to choose 15 integers from 1 to 20 without replacement. Just means we're gonna skip repeats. We can't have repeats. We can't have a container that has 2 different concentrations, right? But you could go about this process whichever way you want, as long as you have all 20 containers are labeled and they each get assigned randomly a concentration. But this is just the way I did it, where you'd use the first 5 numbers to identify the 5 containers that will receive 0 milliliters treatment. Then the next 5 would be used to identify the 5 containers that will receive the 1.25 milliliters per liter treatment. The next 5 after that will be those numbers will be used to identify the 5 containers that will receive the 2.5 milliliters per liter treatment, and the remaining 5 that you haven't used yet will be used to identify the containers that will receive the 3.75 milliliters per liter treatment. Okay, that was a whole AP Stats FRQ. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video.